Ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. All aboard! Chugga, 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 chugga. Affirmation Station, Affirmation Station. What's today's affirmation? Welcome, sunshine, again to Affirmation Station. Technical issues always be a thing. My name is Charente Carr of JCLV21, where I joyously coach life victory. And today, I am the conductor on this here train where we learn how to maintain our mind, our body, and our spirit before going to the next destination. This stop has transfer lines to the best day ever on platform 2 or the worst day ever on platform 3. Choose wisely how you're going to perceive your day on today. Like every show, I'll be walking you through 4 exercises to kickstart or invigorate your day with your mind at peace, your soul feeling loved, and your body feeling right. This show is live recorded on the Wisdom at 8 a.m. Tuesday and Thursday Pacific Time. The Wisdom app is available on iOS and Android stores. This is an audio app with amazing mentors that pour in so much love and wisdom every day of the hour. This episode, we're going to be focusing on content creation and how to build your system so that you can still live your life to the fullest. Now, let's ease some energy that has been stagnant. Let's wake up just a little bit more. I would love for you to put your hands out in front of you or to the side of you, and I just want you to start shaking them. Shake your hands. Shake, shake. Shake your hands, just don't break. Shake them, shake them. Keep shaking them and shake them. Shake your hands, shake your hands, shake your hands, shake your hands, shake them, shake them. Keep shaking the hands. Keep shaking the hands. Shake them and shake them and shake them and shake them. And now, stop. When you are feeling a little bit tired or you need more blood flow in your body, shake your hands. It does an amazing thing, and it feels good. So don't forget to shake your hands today. Or your body. That also feels really good. Now, without further ado, let me give you the cues to listen out for. If you hear, this means that we are beginning an exercise. And if you hear, this means the exercise just completed and you did the dang thing, okay? Now that we know the sounds that abound on this ground, let's go ahead and go to the first exercise. This exercise is called Say It and Claim It. This is all about speaking words of affirmation. So if you're feeling down, remember, it is A-okay to frown. Just remember to speak yourself back up with compliments, saying I love you, or setting a better intention for your moment, okay? Here are the instructions. Say these affirmations with me inside of your mind with that beautiful imagination, or say these out loud with that beautiful voice of yours. If you're looking for that maximum benefit, say these affirmations in your front camera or your front mirror. Now it's time to repeat after me to set you a little bit more free. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am confident. I look forward to what my day brings. It is safe for me to create content, and I can be myself. I love myself. I trust myself. I honor myself. I value myself. Every day and in every way, I'm getting better and better. Every day and in every way, my life gets better and better. My success is inevitable. Exercise completed. You did it. I'm so proud of you for speaking that love and life into your life and into your current reality. You go do the dang thing, okay? I love it. Ooh, child, I'm so proud of you. Now, let's move to exercise number 2. This exercise is called the breeze of breathing. This is where we focus on our life force, our chi, our prana, if you will. Breathing is a natural thing that our body does without us even asking. Today, we are going to consciously breathe as it allows us to energize our body, focus our mind, and tap into the inner powerhouses that we are by going briefly into the silence. Here are the instructions. There are 4 sets to listen out to how your body currently is in your location, okay? If you're lying down, this first set of instructions is for you, boo-boo. Feel the support beneath you. Relax your shoulders and go ahead and close them eyes. If you are driving, move your booty from side to side. Get comfortable in that ride. Sit up straight, relax your shoulders, and keep your eyes open. Safety is always first. If you are sitting down and you are not driving, move your booty from side to side, plant your feet on the ground, sit up straight, relax your shoulders, and close your eyes if you can do so. If not, go ahead and keep them open. If you are standing up or you are walking, this last set of instructions is for you. Make sure that you relax your shoulders and that you actually are standing up straight even while you're walking. And I will say this, do not close your eyes if you're walking. Keep them open. You got to be alert of your location. If you are standing up and you want to close your eyes and you have a support near you and you're not walking, go ahead and do so. And the only disclaimer I have for this exercise, if you're feeling lightheaded, please soften and slow your approach or just simply stop. It's A-okay. There's no judgment here, and don't judge yourself if you're having a moment and this takes practice sometimes, and it's okay. Now, today, we're going to be doing the box technique. And it goes a little something like this. We're going to inhale for 4 counts. We're going to hold for 4 counts. We're going to exhale for 4 counts. And then we're going to hold again for 4 counts. See, we created a box with that. Both sides, yeah. So, now that we know all of what we're going to be doing today, we know the instructions. Now it's just time for us to actually do it. If you're ready, I'm ready to instruct you. So breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Go back into breathing normally and naturally. Exercise completed. You did it, you did it, you did it again. You went into silence, my friend. Woo! Let's move to exercise number 3 if we don't do. Okay. This exercise is called Tap It In. This is where we do the emotional freedom technique, which is an alternative therapy for anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, chronic pain, weight loss, fibromyalgia, and many other conditions. This technique to me is a form a self-love as we're touching on areas of our body to move our energy, and we're also setting words of intention while we're doing it. Today, we're going to be doing 4 taps, and they're going to be the side of the hand, also known as the karate chop, eyebrows, sides of them eyes, and the top of your head. Now that we know what they are, I need to explain why we're doing this. So if you need to do this when you're not listening to this podcast, you know why you're doing it, okay? So for the first one is the karate chop. The karate chop dissolves feeling stuck, and it allows ease in moving forward and letting go, healing from grief, and becoming happy in this present moment. The reason we tap on and how we tap on this one is actually very, very simple. So I'm going to give you the instructions while we're doing each of these. Is you're going to take one of your hands and you're going to lay it out flat. I lay it out flat. Take your other hand, have it flat too, and literally bring your other hand on top of the other hand. So it's literally like you're karate chopping your hand. That's literally all you're doing. It's more of a diagonal. I will say that. Just try it. See how it feels. It's literally just going down, slicing your hand, but not really slicing your hand with your other hand. Okay. Now that you know that, the eyebrows. The reason why we even touch on our eyebrows is because it dissolves trauma, hurt, and sadness, which allows peace and emotional healing. How to do this one is go ahead and take your index and your middle finger on both of your hands and literally go to your eyebrows. Not the very ends, but the very insides of it. Right where your nose is, that inside, that's what I'm talking about. That's the eyebrow point. And go ahead and tap on that area. The next is the sides of the eyes. So, the reason we do this, it dissolves resentment and anger, which allows clarity and compassion. To do this one, move your fingers from where the eyebrow point is and move it out to where your temples are. This is the sides of the eyes, not where your hairline is, not exactly where the true sides of your eyes are, but in that middle part, that's the sides of the eyes that I am referring to, and that's what we're tapping with our middle and our index fingers together on both hands. Now the last one, tapping on the top of the head. This allows us to connect more to the source that's within us, the God part that's within us. Okay, it promotes our spiritual connection to the all. Okay, that's the reason why we do this. And it anchors in the new balance and alignment from all the tapping and allowing and dissolving that we're doing from the sides of the eyes, the eyebrows, and the sides of the hand. Okay, so that's why we do it. It's our exercise closing technique, and it is awesome sauce. How to do this one is go ahead and take that middle and that index finger again. Okay, and let us go to the top of your head and just tap in that middle area. Even if you got a weave, you can patch your weave. It's the vibration that's the most important part. Okay, here are the instructions, because now you got how to do the ones. Now I have to tell you the true instructions before we even do these actual taps. You have to accept your current emotion, mood, feeling right now, how it is right now, whatever it is. Angry, happy, mad, sad, hurt, in pain, whatever you feeling right now, accept it. This feeling is a part of your alert system, okay? And all your feelings are okay because they are what make you human. And I love all of my emotions, even my anger, even my rage, because there's a time and a place for everything, okay? And by us accepting our emotions, us accepting this, we can now facilitate a change because we have an awareness of it. So accept what you're feeling right now. I feel like you accepted it. Let's go ahead and move on. We're pairing all of this tapping with the affirmations that we said in Say It and Claim It, because we really want to lock those in for today. So let's go ahead and get started. We're starting with the sides of the hand, also known as the karate chop. And I'm going to let you know when to switch, when to pause repeating after me, stop repeating after me, resume repeating after me, and everything in between. I got you, baby. Okay? So while you tap on the sides of your hand right now, do that karate chop point. Repeat after me to keep you free. I love myself. I trust myself. I value myself. Pause repeating after me. Switch to tapping on your eyebrows. Resume repeating after me. I am confident. I look forward to what my day brings. It is safe for me to create content, and I am able to just be myself. Pause repeating after me. Switch to tapping on the sides of your eyes. Resume repeating after me. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Pause repeating after me. Switch to tapping on the top of your head. We're locking this in, y'all. Resume repeating after me. Every day and in every way, I'm getting better and better. Every day and in every way, my life gets better and better. My success is inevitable. Stop repeating after me. You can release tapping on the top of your head, because right now it's exercise completed. It's an amazing day. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I absolutely love doing I love doing Affirmation Station. I really do. And it's not because I'm like, hey, it's my show. Besides it being, it's actually God's show. I am the vessel in the moment right now. And I love being able to pour this love into you guys and pour it back into myself, because these are things that I have done to help me in my healing journey, from addiction to sexual assault to just multiple discrimination, not feeling like I was enough. Like, all of these things are just part of my healing modalities that I use to do this. And mind you, this is all from God, not from me. So the next thing that we're going to do, because we have another exercise before we are through with our exercises for today, and it's going to be, you got to wait for it. This exercise is called Venting Gratitude. This is where we vent gratitude forever we want to appreciate and uplift. The instructions for this are simple, okay? Just start out by saying thank you and then start listing whatever it is that you're thankful for. We do this in a rampage style, so that just simply means that we're going to keep going in on whatever it is that you're grateful for until the exercise comes to a close. You'll hear the exercise completed sound, which will let you know that we are stopping the rampage. Now, let's just go ahead and begin. Thank you, God, for this day. Thank you for this recording. Thank you so much for all the people that have passed through it that are currently listening. And I thank you for giving me the song for Affirmation Station. I thank you for the house that I get to be in. Thank you, God, that I finished high school. Thank you, God, that I finished the college that I wanted to finish as of right now. Thank you, God, for all of the provisions that you have afforded me. Thank you, God, for all the gifts that you have given me. Thank you, God, for teaching me how to use my gifts. Thank you for teaching me about financial literacy. Thank you so much for my husband. Thank you so much, God, for my dog. Thank you so much for letting me know what was going on with my body when I asked of what is this. Thank you, God, for the cleansing that always happens whenever I ask. I say, God, cleanse me, and you do it. And I thank you so much. Thank you for teaching me how to regulate my emotions and show me really what empathy is, and place people in my life to help me understand this even greater. Thank you, God, for the Wisdom app. Thank you for my mom. Thank you for my aunt. Thank you for Empress Hugh. Thank you for all the Kristen Brown. Thank you for Daryl with the dashes. Thank you for Tina. Oh, thank you for Tina. She is a riot. Thank you, God, for Sarah. Thank you, God, for Janelle. Thank you, God, for Malika. Thank you, God, for Anessa. Thank you, God, for C. Thank you, God, for Scott. Ooh, there are so many people that you have put into my life. I thank you for allowing me to have these wonderful connections. Thank you, God, for also teaching me how to effectively communicate. Thank you, God, for showing me that it's okay just to stay in my lane. Thank you, God, for teaching me that even if it was a hard lesson at the moment, thank you, God, for it. Thank you, God, for all of the life experiences that I've had, because I'm just so thankful that I'm still here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh God, I love gratitude. I really like y'all. Like, I really do love gratitude, because here's the thing: is that when I start doing gratitude, I start remembering all the things that I have been taken through, and that I'm still here. Okay, like I'm grateful just to still be here at this very present moment, and ooh, child, it's just a great day. So now that we've poured all this love into ourselves, like, it's time for me to like give you the biggest round of applause, because you are great just with you being you. I am so freaking proud of you for loving yourself today, for pouring that gratitude in yourself, going into the silence. Like, we did all of this already today before we even got into our topic. I'm proud of you for doing that. I really am. And for you just to be you, and like the fact that you're alive and able to listen to this, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for your story. We are having a person join in 3 to the 2 to the 1. Woo!
Hello, Charente.
Hello, Loyce. How you doing?
I'm doing good. That was a lot of good information. I really, really thank you for that. And I thank you for showing me what you're showing me. And I actually understood a lot of your acronyms like SEO, search engine optimization. Look, I'm learning.
I'm so proud of you.
I make fun of this, you guys, if you guys are still listening, because I've been off a computer for 13 years. And now I'm on social media, and I didn't know the first thing about. I couldn't tell you what SEE, what TTO, and none of that stuff. And I was still going to know you whether that means something or not, because it's all in the acronyms. But I wanted to thank you, Charente, for providing all the information and for that wonderful affirmation station exercises. I really appreciate you, and I love you, and I will talk to you soon.
Oh, thank you so much for all the loves, and I'm so proud of you. I will say this is that Loyce is my mom, and the fact that she's been off social media and the computer, she picks up stuff very fast. She's a hands-on person. So I don't mind going to her house and teaching her how to use it, because once I teach her, she makes it her own. So I don't even have to really worry about it. And if you are not really tech savvy, I will say this: if she can do it after not being on like internet like that for 13 years in the computer like that, that means that you can do it. And she is in early 60s, so I think 61 if I'm not mistaken. So it doesn't matter what age you are, you can take the time to understand this and learn this. Okay, you got this, and don't be scared or nothing like that. And I will say this: when you start posting on Instagram, you're probably gonna get a message request from people you don't know trying to say, hey, you can promote with us. Don't try to buy your followers. I'm gonna say that now. Do not try to buy your followers. Let me explain why. They're generally bots. It's generally someone that has multiple phones, sometimes in a sweatshop in China. I can't even make this up. That are literally liking, engaging, and these are not real people that will actually buy your stuff. So don't do that. Ads are different than what I'm talking about. These message requests are not ads, and you don't need to pay them to do any of that. Some of them will just take your money and run with it. So don't do that. Just delete them and block them. Simple, plain blank and simple. And if it vibrates and it resonates with you, go ahead and work with that person. But I will be very, very mindful. I get so many freaking message requests all the time from so many different people that I'm just like, hey, whatever. That's literally where I'm at. It's like, hey, whatever. Like, No, just absolutely not. I'd rather just run ads off Facebook, Pinterest, Etsy, like something like that than to do that, because you can't even guarantee it. I even paid for promotion for my podcast. I don't know if it was someone that literally caused people to just listen to it, like it, and give it reviews kind of thing, or it was organic people. That's the thing about you don't know. So when it comes to promotion for me now moving forward is, if I'm going to promote someone, like today, I'm promoting Brittany DK because she is fire, I tell you. Sorry, I love her so much. Like, I learned so much. Child, so much. So there are people that I will see and stuff like that, or people I'm like, hey, I would love for you to mention my podcast on yours. I can mention yours on mine, and we can do cross promotion like that. That's different than someone messaging you in your Instagram message request and saying, hey, I can guarantee you this many amount of followers. No, run, block, not today. Okay? Absolutely not. And I'm going to say this about content creation and building your system. You got to make sure you protect your system. So make sure that on all your social media, you have two-step verification, which simply means that they're going to also text you a code that expires after so many minutes to really confirm that it's you logging in. And the reason you do that is so that people don't hack you at all. And then I'll also say this about content creation and all of your social media websites. It's one more thing, is that there are people out there that would like to be you. Can't make this up at all. Recently, within the past couple of days, I went on to Instagram and I got a follow request from what's supposed to be my mom of Loyce. And I looked at the name and I was like, and it was a zoomed in version of her profile picture. And then they added an extra C in her name. And I was like, this is not her. So I took a screenshot. I put, this is a fraud account. Please report it. And I shared it to all of my social media to let people know, hey, do me a favor and report this account. After about, I say, an hour and a half, the page was taken down. But there are people out there that will spoof your account trying to get your contacts. Be mindful, pay attention, and if you see this and you feel something that's off and you know the person, message them and say, hey, is this really you? Kind of thing. And if it's not them, report the account and get your friends to report the account so that people don't get scammed and bamboozled, because there are some people that will do that and then try to scam you out of your money because you think it's a trusted thing. These are ways that scammers are doing things. So that scamming is a totally topic for another different day, okay? But be mindful. Just be very mindful when it comes to creating, building your system, and then having your system. And you don't want to have your system compromised at all. So make sure that you are protecting yourself as much as you can protect yourself on these internet spaces and places. And then I will say this is, don't forget to take breaks from social media. Everyone needs a social media detox. I take social media detox a lot. And the reason I do is, one, I have a system that I can take my detoxes, is one. And two is that, just something about the internet, like, you just need to be away from it for a while sometimes and have like a mini retreat away from it. And when you come back, you have more ideas because you've now been within yourself and been more reflective with yourself. So that's just like some little bit of tidbits. Okay. So now, with all this being said, I've had so much talking to y'all about content creation and how to build your system, because like, I've had so much fun building it, a little bit of frustration here and there. I'm happy that I have it so that I can actually live life now and create strategy around everything that I do and not overthink things anymore, you know? Today's topic, we already said, it's going to be for content creation, okay? And you might be hearing this word content creation. And you're like, okay, but what the heck does it actually mean? I love definitions and actually understanding what the definition is prior to me like trying to engage in it. So let me give you what that is, just so you know. It is the process of identifying a new topic you want to write about, deciding which form you want the content to take form in, formatting your strategies using keywords or other things, and then actually producing it. There are 4 types of content that can be produced. That is videos, images, text-based, and stories. Okay? And when I say video, I'm referring to Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Okay? I'm referring to Twitch. I'm referring to TikTok. Okay? These are where people are going to be able to see these videos and to engage with you. It can be long form. It could be short form. Short form, because Instagram changed their stuff, that's 15 minutes. TikTok, that is 10 minutes. Last time I checked, it could have changed recently. I think it's still 10 minutes. Last time I actually checked. YouTube, hours upon hours. Sometimes I listen to meditation music, like that's over like 12 hours long. Okay, like these are the different things that are there. And what's the coolest thing is that you can choose any of these forms to like make stuff in. And when it comes to videos, there's also live videos like on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. Twitch is a live video platform as well. And these are places where if you want to actually be visually present and say your content, go ahead and do that. But if you don't, that is okay. Absolutely okay. I just also want to give you this little statistic really fast because I thought this was really cool. According to the Cisco study, by 2022, which we're in right now, 82% of all online content will be video content. I'm going to repeat that. 82% of all content will be video content. So eventually you'll get here. Even if you're like, Charente, I don't have the confidence for that right now. That's okay. You're going to get started. It's going to happen. I will say, start actually taking photos of yourself. That's the first thing. That's what I did to start helping me on my journey. And then it was from taking photos to myself to taking like short little videos. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to start posting these. Okay. And then God's like, okay, keep doing that. Keep doing that. Just when you feel inspired, just keep making videos. And that's how I had to start. And then reminding myself not to critique myself super harshly, because no one else is critiquing you as hard as you're critiquing yourself. There's no judgment. There's no shame. And if you're doing that, I'm just going to tell you, stop hurting my best friend. Just stop it. Just absolutely stop. Like, that's not okay at all. You can do videos, but there's other things that you can also do. So let's go into images. Images are really good. Like, you can use this on Pinterest. You can use this on Instagram. You can also use some images on Twitter. It's mainly words on Twitter though. So stick to Instagram and Pinterest. And when it comes to doing images, you can create some really beautiful images and graphics on an app called Canva. There is a free version of it, and sometimes you have to pay for certain designs. However, if you pay for their Pro, you get a lot of like abilities to be able to schedule out your content after you create it, as well as there's like some really awesome templates in there that can get your mind flowing and going, and then you just modify based off what your needs are, how you want to see it, and everything in between. And that is, I would say, the the easiest way to make images that for me is out there. I'm just talking for myself. Another form of content is text-based post. Okay, right now Reddit is still the greatest platform when it comes to engaging in Q&A and getting more conversations when you're interacting with your clients, your fans, or whatever you would like to call the people that are supporting you. Okay, I'm just going to say that. As well as LinkedIn is another great place to share. That is more of like a business network. It's a good place to share leadership stuff, articles, and really engage with people and meet subject matter experts and potential investors and a whole bunch more in between. A lot of people are on LinkedIn. I personally am on LinkedIn, and I will say this is that when it comes to LinkedIn specifically, just start adding people. I'm being serious. And people are like, well, you should send an email and stuff like that with the actual thing. No, just start adding people. I'm just going to implore you, just start adding people. It said, hey, I suggest that you follow this person or connect with this person. Connect with them. You never know. Just start connecting. I know for me, I have over 10,000 connections on LinkedIn alone. Because I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start connecting. I have met some really awesome people off of LinkedIn. And that's actually how I got my last 3 jobs, was off of LinkedIn. And it's a wonderful platform. Like, I share there all the time because there are some things there that I just, for me, like the post on LinkedIn, they hit a little bit different than the posts that are on Instagram. I will say that. They're generally more leadership focused and helping me really understand about communication and all the ins and outs in betweens. But to really only do that is if you actually have connections, so you can actually have a feed. So if you're not on LinkedIn and you're going into the job market, I would implore you to start a LinkedIn and start building from there, adding your experience and stuff like that. And there's ways to really maximize your LinkedIn profile. If you want to know more about that, just reach out to me. We can have like a full-on conversation, or go to my LinkedIn, type in Charente Carr LinkedIn, look at my stuff, then go ahead and look at yours and do a cross comparison, and then edit how you want to edit. I'm being so serious. I have literally made sure that my page is SEO searchable so that people can find me, okay, when they want to find me, because I have keywords in my stuff and I figured out how to place it. I've done the research. Look at my stuff. It's a cheat sheet for you. Do it. Okay. Another thing when it comes to deck space is Twitter, okay? The tweets. When it comes to Twitter, for me, you can engage in some really good conversations. I've also seen people write their stories, like their actual books, on Twitter and Twitter threads. I would just say the fact that I've been able to see that, they're ingenious. I'm like, how you have 140 characters and you're writing a full-on story in 140 characters in like threads. That is fantastic. There's a lot of things that you can do with Twitter. Try it, see how it goes, and all the in-betweens of that. And I will say this is that the coolest thing is here. There's actually a form of content missing. I just thought about this. It's not 4, it's actually 5, because there's also listening. And Twitter has Twitter Spaces, which is a listening place where people can just tune in. They can join on there. There's also Clubhouse, which is a big component of being able just to talk without someone actually visually seeing you. The Wisdom app is another thing that is when it comes to listening. But when it comes to writing out your points, Twitter will be a really good place to get started. Start tweeting, see how it goes. Start engaging in conversations. There are toxic things in every social media platform that you're going to run into. Just don't pay it no mind, don't engage with it, and it's not going to keep getting served up back to you. Okay. Now, when it comes to stories are available on LinkedIn, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, okay, Instagram. The stories still reign supreme, okay? So, stories are images that self-destruct after 24 hours, generally speaking. Instagram, I will say, also allows you to take those stories and make them highlights to put onto your profile. And I know for me that I share like my podcasting stuff on there, my affirmations, acronyms, things for like that are for my Etsy store, for my shop and stuff. And I will put it in my story. I will put a link there. And then after that story is published, I will then add it to my highlights so that if anyone goes to my profile, they can click on where it says affirmation of the day, acronyms, and they can actually see all of the ones that I put in that little folder. It makes it easier for people to see what you're really about. So let's say like you're an esthetician, okay? And you do eyelashes, you do facials, you do body sculpting, okay? What you can do there is you can have all your different clients posted onto your stories and then go ahead and take those, create a highlight of them, go to Canva, create a really pretty graphic for that bubble, add that for the cover, and now when someone goes to your page, they can click on, hey, I want to see like body sculpting by this person. They click on body sculpting and they see the clients that you have for it, however many that is. I will say, make sure that when you're also like doing whatever it is that you're doing, that you're also showing different ethnicities at the exact same time and different body types. at the exact same time. Because if, at least for me, when it comes to stuff like that, if I see that, oh, it's only certain type of body types, I'm like, hey, I don't see myself in this. So that's just a marketing hack right quick, okay, if you're in the esthetician lifestyle. And the last thing is that about stories is that people can actually react to your stories and they can send you a message from your stories. Like it's a great way to have one-on-one relationships with the people that are within your following system, okay? And now that we have really talked about what content is, all the different forms, so we got video, we got text-based, we have images, we have stories, and we have just listening only. Okay, those are the 5 that are there. Now let me tell you how to build a system so that you can actually just live your life. This has taken me months to build, but I'm thankful that I built it because I'm about to be on a mini vacation and all of my stuff is going to auto send like I am doing it, but I'm not because I pre-scheduled all this stuff out. So I will say this. If you have any questions about any of the things that I'm talking about, feel free, if you're on the Wisdom app, to come up. And if you're listening to this podcast later on, feel free to message me at podcast@jclv21.com. I will more than free talk to you about this just a little bit more, just so you can understand it better. That is A-okay with me. So how to build your system is, first you got to know what softwares are out there. So if I was just doing a one-off post for Twitter, I would use tweetdeck.com. And the reason is because I can schedule all my content out. It'll show me keywords that are currently trending. It will show me my DMs in one place, and it will allow me to have all of my Twitter accounts in one area to make it super simple for me to be able to schedule things out. That's one thing that I use. Another thing that I mainly use, though, is the business suite for Facebook. And the reason I do that is because I can schedule my stories, my Facebook posts, in my actual page and in my Facebook group, as well as schedule out my Instagram post. Okay. And I absolutely love it because they make it super simple. They have this planner section where it will give you the holidays in the month so you can actually plan it out, what holidays you're going to highlight and make content for. And I use Canva to make all my graphics. And then you just upload it and you schedule it out. And what I did, so I don't have to keep posting everywhere, is I only post on Instagram, really, when it comes to my images. And the reason I do that is because I have a tool called dlvr.it, that's the name of the website, which is a social media marketing software that helps businesses automatically share posts, videos, photos across social media platforms such as LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and it allows to also automatically share things for e-commerce sites, RSS feeds, and so much more stuff. And I personally use it where I will have, let's say I post on Instagram and it's for my affirmation station, okay? I have that actually posted to my my other Instagram, so my jclv21.com Instagram thing, and then I also have it posted to my Pinterest at the exact same time, as well as I have it also posting to Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, all at the exact same time. One post, many places. When it comes to my affirmations, I post it on Instagram and it posts everywhere: Twitter, LinkedIn, my JCLV21 Instagram, my Pinterest board, my Facebook page, and my Facebook group. And the coolest thing is that you can add hashtags to say how you want certain things to post. So I say, hey, for my affirmation station, if you see the hashtag affirmation, post that only. Don't post any of my other stuff. If you see this particular tag, make sure this one goes out. And that's a way for me to also not have to really post everywhere. I can be everywhere, but I don't have to post everywhere. I used to do that, and that took me so many freaking hours that I was like, I need my time back. So dlvr.it is the thing that I use, and you can set it up however you please when it comes to that. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to them or feel free to reach out to me. I don't mind assisting you with any of this stuff because this was so much fun to set up. The next thing that I use is for my video content is repurpose.io. I'll repeat that. Repurpose.io. I use this because it automatically it repurposes my existing content from my YouTube, my Instagram, my Facebook, my TikTok, my Zoom, WebEx, from my Google Drive or Dropbox, and it distributes it to all of my social media channels that I want it to go to, including it converts my audio podcast for Affirmation Station into a video that automatically goes to YouTube and it looks good. And then I can create small snippets that I can post onto my Instagram, to my TikTok, because they both have different duration requirements, just to promote one piece of content in many different areas. And I will say this is that, like, for my podcast, like I said, it goes to YouTube and it goes to Instagram. And then when it comes to any Instagram reels that I post, it automatically goes into my Google Drive. So I automatically have it saved for later, just in case I need it and something happened to the audio sound, the music was copywritten or something like that. I can finagle because I now have it saved in my Google Drive automatically. And then it auto posts to TikTok for me. And when I say auto post, it literally posts within it. And all I have to do is I get a notification saying, hey, a new video has been uploaded. Click to actually finish posting it out. I will click it. I will look at it, make sure it's all the way I want it to do. Add a sound if I want to add a sound, like a trending sound that I want to do. Hit next. Type in my little caption with a couple of my hashtags. Say if I wanted this public, add my location if I want to add my location. Say if I want this stitched, duetted, or anything like that. And then I'll go ahead and click post. Okay. So it makes it like super, super simple to do that. And even for like my YouTube shorts automatically go to my TikTok and automatically go to my Facebook group and my LinkedIn. Okay. These are just the flows and the streams that I currently have. And one more thing that I also do that I did not really include on the list was it's IFTTT.com. That's 3 T's, by the way. This is when I send a tweet out, it will automatically go into a Google Sheet for me, just in case I want to use that again later. And mind you, with with the DLVR.IT app, like the website specifically, the reason I really, really love this is you can also recycle your content, which simply means saying, hey, I want people to be reminded of this post in 7 days. You put that and it will automatically remind people of that post in 7 days. And it will say, hey, I see, I think MI or something like that. In case you missed it. That's the acronym for it. In case you missed it. Yep. That's what it will actually do and say, hey, in case you missed it. And then it'll be the caption that it was already there, your image, how it was presented. And you don't have to really do anything. It auto recycles your stuff. So let's say you're doing this page that is just pure quotes. What you can do is you can create your quotes for the month, okay? And then say, you know what? If you don't if you know you're going to be on vacation or something like that, you can always say, hey, I want to recycle these after 30 days. And go ahead and let them recycle after 30 days and just keep posting and keep posting and keep posting. Okay, these are just different tools that I have used to set this up. I gave this to someone at repurpose.io, and they told me that when they run into issues, Repurpose actually had someone that got on to a video conference with them and actually walked them through everything. So you can always get help with any of these websites by actually asking the websites. There's generally dedicated teams that's going to help you out with stuff. And if they don't, feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to do some Googling and some research if you should need to. Look at their help center and try to get your question resolved. And I will say that sometimes I have issues with repurpose.io, and they will give me something in the help center and that won't work. So all I will do is duplicate the workflow. When you're actually in this, you'll understand what I'm talking about. I'll duplicate the workflow that I created, because that's what they're called when I say I'm going to go from Instagram to TikTok. That's called a workflow. I would duplicate that, and then I would actually put like -2 in the title so that I know that this is something that I'm testing to make sure like what really is going on and why my videos are erroring out. And it's something that I experienced recently, not before, but recently. And it's probably because I've updated some stuff on my Instagram, and that's on me kind of thing. And now it works automatically. And coolest thing is I scheduled out my acronyms and all these different videos out, so I don't even have to think about it. I just let it do what it do. And if I get an email saying that there was a failure, I actually triple check my Instagram to really make sure it was a true failure, or was it saying it was a failure and it actually still was able to send out. Because it was able to still send out, I don't have to log back in and try to troubleshoot. So there's always that. And like, if you want someone to like listen to that's besides me, that is a hoot to freaking listen to, who also runs a digital marketing and consulting company for businesses and influencers, I'm going to recommend that you check out Brittany DK. She's also called Dr. Fashion on YouTube, Pinterest, and she is BritXBrat2 on Instagram. She is a powerhouse of knowledge. She gives tips and tricks all the time. She tells you how to create like passive income and money and stuff like that, buy real estate, business credit. She talks about it all. She even comes onto the Wisdom app to drop all these bars and gems, and she will teach you how to make money and make the most of it. She has traveled to many places. She has spoken for Google and YouTube and all that stuff. Like, check her out. Her company name is Creator Life with a Y instead of an I. And the website is creatorlife.com. Go ahead, like I said, check her out. She has content houses in LA and also Las Vegas. And I love listening to her because I learn more stuff and I'm like, ooh, what's that? Because there's a content planner that she was just recently talking about, and that will make my life 20 times easier than how I currently have my system, so I can actually be more strategic in the things that I'm doing. If there's no questions, I'm gonna go ahead and present the gifts of the day. The gift section, which is all can be found at jclv21.com. This is where you can find the life check-in form, which will help you understand where you are in your mind, your health, your career, and your finances for free $99. When I say free $99, I mean it's just free. Just fill it out. Point blank simple. This is a gift from me to you. It's so you can really evaluate where you are in life. Another thing that you can click on is podcasts. If you want to listen to my podcast while you're driving in the car on Spotify, Apple, Google, or Stitcher, go ahead and click on that. I'm on other apps too. Those are the main ones though. Click on it, follow it, listen to it, vibe with it, because the ones that are actually posted everywhere don't have all the amazing additional sound effects and anything like that. Like, I love this podcast because I've created my own background music, my intro music, and all that stuff. And when you listen to the podcast, not on Wisdom, you will hear all of that creation, and it has a totally different vibe than you just listening it while this is live recorded. So check them out. It's really dope. I have so much fun doing it, and there's going to be new surprises every single time because the person I have been podcast editing for me, he is very happy with everything that we're doing, and he just keeps finding new ways to make the podcast even better. Of course, with my permission, but like, we're a team, and it's beautiful. I have so much fun. Another thing you're going to see on there is community. If you click on that, you're going to be taken to the Lighten Up Your Life with Charente Facebook community. This is where I talk mindset, health, career, finances, and everything in between, because I help you go from feeling stuck, overwhelmed, and in that place of hurt and darkness, and I take you and walk you through to where you feel uplifted. You have a more positive mindset. You are participating in self-love so that you can love others fully, and you just are radiating. That is what I do in that Facebook group for free $99. Okay? And the last thing is, if you just want to connect with me because you like my vibe and the vibration here, that is also awesome too. I'm like everywhere. So Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube, like everywhere. Just type in Charente Carr. You'll find me. Trust me when I say that. I've searched myself. I make sure I know what comes up with my search. you'll find me. Connect with me. I'll love to connect with you, have an awesome conversation with you, and hear your story, because you are awesome and still the greatest love story still being written. And it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. It's time for this train to go non-stop. Okay, I'm not saying that you got to get out of bed. I'm not saying you got to go home, and I'm not giving the clearance to get off of work. I am just saying it's time for us to move to our next destination. Thank you so much for riding in with me to Affirmation Station. You may now exit the train and head to whatever your next looks like. There are transfer lines to the best day ever on platform 2 or the worst day ever on platform 3. Choose wisely how you're going to perceive your day. Okay? See you guys back here on Thursday for another amazing episode of Affirmation Station, live recorded on the Wisdom app at 8 a.m. Pacific time. We're going to be talking about how poetry can change your life. Specifically, I'll be talking about how poetry changed my life for the better. And guess what? I'm going to go ahead and perform some of my pieces for you too. So you don't want to miss out on that. I love you to infinity and beyond. I hope you have a fantabulous day. Ta-ta for now. Affirmation Station, Affirmation Station. What's today's affirmation? I love you guys. Ta-ta. Thank you so much for listening to this new episode of Affirmation Station Show. Remember to rate and review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcast streaming platform. Be sure to give me a follow or DM me on Instagram at Charente Carr your key takeaways and your thoughts on this episode and what future topics I should cover. That's all for now. Until next time, see you.